In this video, I'm going to go over Xauusd analysis for next week, like forecast and what we're expecting to move, the kind of move you're expecting to happen. So if you like this type of content, stick with me till the end of the video. I'm going to share with you my bias, why I think these moves are more likely to happen based on my SMC strategy. Let's dive straight into the video. So first, we need to start from the 4 hours, which is our higher time frame, and also clear the charts. So let's clear the charts. So currently, as you can see, if we shrink the charts together, you can see that the 4 hours is bullish, like it is very bullish. The 4 hours is very bullish. So since we have already ascertained that the 4 hours is bullish, so now let's mark out our structure. When we mark out our structure, so we can know whether we are going to be looking towards the buy side or the sell side in the market for next week. So if we look closely around here, you can see that if you look around here, you can see that price took out an inducement right here, it took out another low right here. Yeah, so automatically that means when this low took out this low, this high is a valid break of structure. The same thing happened here. Price took out an inducement right here, tapped on this area as our order flow. This area tapped on this area as our order flow. So when price tapped on this area as our order flow, that means this high, and it broke this high. You know, it's this high that took out this inducement. So we have a valid break of structure from this high, meaning that everything inside of here is internal structure. Everything inside of this range is internal structure. So now that we have confirmed that we have a valid break of structure right here, let's move to the current price action. So right here, you can see, if we look closely, this is our most recent break of structure. If we look closely, we will see that we have a valid pullback right here. We have a valid pullback. Let me zoom in so you can see. We have a valid pullback right here. This area is a valid pullback because we have something like this, up, down, and up. So this is a valid pullback, and then it took out this low. This becomes an inducement, and the high becomes a break of structure. So that's it. So right here now, right here, that means we have another break of structure right here. We have another break of structure right here. So after our break of structure right here, you know, price just kept moving higher. This area, this one is not a valid pullback, it's an inside bar. If you look closely, you see that this candle from this high to this, from this low to this high, this is just an inside bar. This one and this one, these two candles, they are not relevant. So if you mark it like this, so you can see, mark it like this. So this is the only candle that broke out of this high. So this two candle is not a valid pullback. Same thing happened here. If I mark this, the high and the low, you can see that these three candles, this black, blue, and black candles, they did not break out of this high, so it is not a valid pullback. So having identified that we don't have any valid pullback, but we have a valid break of structure, meaning that this low is our valid change of character. Should price break this low, we have a valid change of character right here. And currently if you look at the market, here we already have a kind of confirmation that the market wants to go down, probably to test this area. So there's possibility that the market can come down, probably test this area and go up. But if the market should be able to break this through this, then we will need to get an inducement, and then probably we can continue selling. That means the market will shift from bullish to bearish. That is from bullish to bearish only if it breaks through this change of character. Only when it breaks through this change of character that we have a bearish confirmation right there. So now let's go to the 15 minutes and see what we can be expecting on the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, since we already identified that this is our 4 hours break of structure, we need to, when you shrink the chart, you see that on 15 minutes we are also bullish. You can see we are also bullish, like so. Now let's move to the most recent price action right here. So let me take this out and also take this out. So if you look at what we have here, you can see that right here we have a valid pullback. Right here we have a valid pullback. Right here, you need to understand the concept of pullback. If you don't understand the concept of pullback, you might not really understand how to mark out your structure properly. Pullback is very, very important to be able to identify, for you to be able to mark out correct structures in the right way. So if you don't know how to identify your valid pullbacks, how to mark out your inducements and the rest, I'm offering a mentorship, a 1-month mentorship. You can click the link in the video description if you're interested to know more and know the price. So that's by the way. So here now we have our valid pullback, which is inducements right here. So after price took out this inducement, you can see reaction, this shooting star, and then a clear engulfing. So now we have a break of structure. This is a valid major break of structure. So we have a break of structure right there. Then price came down again. We have another pullback right here. So mark our pullback right here, which should be our inducement. So now our inducement is sitting right there. Then price took out the high again. So since price took out this high again, that means we have a valid change of character. We have valid change of character right there. Then since this high is a valid change of character and it is confirmed with these candles, that means this low, if price should break below this low, we would have a valid this is a valid break of structure. This is a valid break of structure. I mean, since we already have a break of structure right here, and so automatically this is also a break of structure. So below, if price should go and close above this low, that's when we have a change of character. So let's mark it out and see. So you can see right here, price was able to close below this low. So price was able to close below it. So we have our change of character, signifying that the 15 minutes has now moved from bullish to bearish. So now we are expecting to see lower prices, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low in that progression. So now if you continue to mark out our structure, here we have a low. This price did not take out any inducement. When it took out this structure, it only came back to tap an order flow, and then it started going down So now we have another break of low right here, and then this becomes an inducement right here. This becomes an inducement. So since we have our inducement right here, if we look around there, you see that we don't have any valid what is it called? We don't have any valid POI, that is an order block or an order flow to sell, but we do have a liquidity sitting right here. We have a liquidity zone sitting right here. So after the price took out our liquidity, we need a bearish confirmation to be able to sell. So as you can see, price gave us that right here. Price gave us the bearish confirmation right here, and then the market started dropping. It started dropping all on the way till this low. So this low will now be a valid break of structure. So do you see the difference between this low, these two lows, and this low? This one took out inducement, but these ones did not take out any inducement. You can see these ones did not take out any inducement. So that is the difference between this low, and this low. So now, after we have taken out our valid break of structure, where is our inducement and our POI where we can sell from? So you can see, so right here there was news, there was CPI news, and then the market came and gave us a sweep. So whenever the market gives us a sweep, it is an indication that price wants to have a deeper pullback. Because normally this was our initial inducement. So but when price give us this sweep, what it's showing is this was the inducement. Now price swept, took out the inducement, went up. So now, where is our POI? We don't have any POI. We don't have any unmitigated POI around here. There is no unmitigated POI around here also. Everything here has been mitigated. So that brings us to this high. If you look at all this area, you see that this area is an area of liquidity. So that brings us to this high. We need price to close above this high. Then get a bearish confirmation. So when we get a bearish confirmation, maybe somewhere around here, the price comes into this zone, close above or sweep anyone, then give us an engulfing down, then we can go to the 1 minute based on this area and start looking to sell, get inducement, sell, get inducement, sell, like that, in that progression. So that is what I am looking at on Xauusd. So when price gets to, another thing you need to know is when price breaks to this when price breaks this structure, we'll have another valid break of structure. Right here. So this is another valid. So once price breaks this, we need to wait for our inducement. Assuming price gave us something like this break, so we need inducements. Then assuming this is an order flow, so now we will need price to come back here, take out this inducement, tap into the order flow, and then we can sell again. Like that. It's just a repetition. All what we have been doing is just repetition. Wait for a change of character, wait for break of structure, take out inducement, sell or buy, depending on what the trend is. So that is what I'm expecting on Xauusd for next week. If you enjoy this content and you stay to the end, please Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notification, and leave a comment. If you have anything you feel I should look at, leave a comment in the comment section. And I'm also going to leave a Telegram link where you can join. So in the Telegram, we are going to be sharing day-to-day setups, charts, and all the likes, trade ideas. I'll share it with you guys. And most of the trades I took, sometimes I trade mostly during Asian session. Yeah, so but there are times when I see trades during London or New York session. So we can share setup together and trade. You understand? So that's it. Goodbye for now.